Alright, we're back, and we're going to do another Dragonstorm of Tarkir Alchemy draft. Alchemy was the word I was looking for. Some more water. Got my much comfier new chair. Got 4 other players, so we just need 3 more. I will make 8. Good to get. One more. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, clearly we need the 8th man horn from loading ready runs Friday nights, so that way we can get an 8th person in here to play Magic with us. Alright. Our Alchemy card is not anything too impressive. Like, it's fine, it's playable. I might just take the Dragonologist here. I've been doing a lot of Mardu these past 3 days. Like, I could take a Shock Brigade and that would not be terrible. I'm probably going to get past something that will make me sad I didn't take Shock Brigade, but we'll take the Dragonologist here and we'll see if we can do something cool. Oh, that's Hollow Merc Siege. If I had taken the Shock Brigade, there is a War Effort and a Kori Mountain Stalwart here, but I think this is Hollow Merc Siege. Is she instants and sorceries and dragons? Okay, I couldn't remember if it was a dragon or non-creature spell as her options, but it is specifically instants and sorceries, so I would not be able to grab the Siege with her, but I think the Siege is still the strongest card in the pack, so let's go ahead and take that. We'll just rare draft. Take all the rares and mythics that we can, and then build a deck from there. Ooh, I am right in between Ajani and Elish Norn, and that's not a good place to be no matter where in the timeline you are. Ireni's Council, but I think this is going to be a Dismal Backwater over Roamer's Routine and Focus the Mind. Start getting my fixing on. Ooh, do I want a River Trawler now? Like, super early River Trawler, so that way I can get back any cool spells that I lose or cast. This is a Durgar Island Dragon. Yeah, I can take one Kishla Trawler here. Be fine. Opulent Palace now. River Walk Technique. Eventually I'm going to need to take some dragons, but Lion Weight, or just grab Jungle Hollow. Yes, give me that Hollow. Let's see, there's Rugged Highlands now. If I want to keep the Temur options open and with a Dragonologist, I probably do. So nothing in that pack that's super exciting for what I'm doing. Bloodfell Caves now. Yep. Temur. Emtai. Splash Temmer. Technically, we're splashing Gruul at that point, but... Or no. Just splashing red, right? Because we'd already have blue and green. Yeah. Angry Sultai? Passionate Sultai? Maybe we're secretly Dark Temmer. Alright, well, we wield the Shock Brigade, which is the card I was considering taking first out of that pack. Already has Menace. I think now's a good time to grab a Death Gorger, so that way we have a dragon to hit off our Dragonologist. Not the best dragon, but it does rumble reasonably well with most other dragons. There's lots of other 3/3 and, like, 4 toughness dragons in the format, and even if they're bigger than that, as long as they're not First Strike or something, Death Gorger at least trades with them. Also, getting rid of value cards out of the graveyard is not the worst. Alright. Well, I don't currently have white right now, so I don't know how I feel about a Riling Dawnkeeper. Might be a Whale of War, because it can get back the River Trawlers and something else. I guess we're taking Ureni's Rebuff and hoping that becomes relevant. None of these other cards are great for me. Alright, we'll take the Iridescent Tiger over the Tawny back, I think. Sultai Devotee. Ooh. Now a Frostcliff Siege. Combat damage or Trample Haste. Yeah, I think we're taking that. Sorry. Sorry, Sagu Wildling. Sorry, Dragon Brood's Relic. It's gonna lay siege to the entire format. Yeah, now if I got the white-black siege, I might splash for a white card also, but... Speckles is very excited. Mom must be home. Yep. Say she's home, and he recognizes vehicles pulling into the driveway, so he's very hopeful that my mom has brought my brother home. It's at work, so he's going to be very disappointed. Okay. Okay. Why not? Why not with haste and trample and an extra power stapled to my already nearly unstoppable killing machine? Karakik Guardian over Swiftspear Teachings? Yeah, it seems fine. I need myself some Dragon Globes and some other good stuff. Rebuff and Sarkhan's Resolve. Fine. I think I take a rebuff here. That's a Narset, but I think I'm just grabbing Swiftwater Cliffs. My mana base better. Wonder if I even need this right now. Like, my black spells are Feral Death Gorger, Whale of War. It is the Hollow Merc Siege, though, and I would not mind having that, so... There's another Narset. Alright. Taking her just in case, because I don't think I want the Adept, and I don't think I'm double spelling often enough for the Disciple, so... There's an Opulent Palace now. Another Focus the Mind, but yeah, just give me... fixing. Temur Devotee over Wayfarer. Problem is the Devotee does not attack, so Hollow Merc Siege doesn't get to trigger off of it. I think I care about the other mode as much. I'm not putting counters on my guys, so... Four, 3, 4, 2 that lets me rummage. Maybe the 4-2 that lets me rummage. So I can get to my things faster. Swiftwater Cliffs. Oh, there's a Sarkhan's Resolve. Shock Brigade. I don't think I'm running any of these right now. Those ones have a very slim chance of making it. Alright, well. Yeah, okay. Just grab Miss Dragonclaw here and add her to the deck and see what else we can find. Ooh, I would love to pick up this thing or that, but that's a sword, and we already just got Eshki, so... Second. back. Oh, just in time for a dragon orb. So, that was my mom. I figure out dinner, so discuss a few things. Sorry about the lack of commentary on the cards picked up, but I think we picked up some good ones. Some of those cards were really decent. I think I just want the Durgar Island Dragon now. I did get an orb, but I only have the one orb and no, what's their names? And I don't think there's any that can wheel. I'm gonna take the Gold Keeper here. Get another dragon, because we have a bunch of dragons now. Alright, do I want a fresh start? My actual removal is kind of non-existent right now. So I might want the fresh start. I think I'm going to take it over the land, and it was already highlighted, so we'll just let that happen. Yeah, I don't really need fealty, so take some fixing, some ramp. I'm gonna grab one of these now over the Mistfire Village instead of rare drafting. I don't think we're gonna bother with Narset. Slide that down there. These are happening either. Probably not, since I picked up the other card. Like, if I had remembered that was potentially coming around, maybe I take the Mistfire Village, because I only need, like, one decent card draw spell. I have some other minor card draw. How many dragons did I wind up with? My dragon count is 6. So, the Eureni's Council is actually in play now. The potential card. Colon. It's a semicolon. I had a computer professor that kept calling semicolons semicommas. And I'm pretty sure that's where that came from, like, how that just popped out of my mouth. And she had such a thick accent, too, so they were semi-commers. That was really, really distracting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I cut 3 cards from down here, that would be fine. It's possible it's supposed to be Hollow Merc Siege, but I do have a bunch of dragons and they might have haste, so fine to keep them. Maybe it's the Roamer's Routine. We already have the Orb. Have some card draw to help ramp us. I could see it being Whale of War also. Both versions of it are fine, but neither one of them is particularly essential. It could very easily be the Hollow Merc Siege, despite the fact that we started with that one. Because we don't have a ton of aggro creatures for it, so would less push damage early, but I think we've got a good enough endgame that we don't necessarily need that, so I think those are the cuts. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and our black is 2, 3, 4, 5, plus this for just the Eru and the Feral Deathgorger at this point. But if I cut them, then I'm losing the Eureni's Council. I don't think I have good cards to replace them with, so... Yeah, okay. Let's do some silly dragon stuff. We drafted a Dragonologist, pack 1, pick 1, so... This is the bed I have chosen to make. Now I shall flop face forward into it at the end of a long day. Even take my shoes off. We did play against a bunch of gold players before. It's possible nobody's super interested in the Alchemy version of the set. I'm still down for it. Honestly, the Alchemy version trends towards Mardu a bit harder than I like. Like, I feel like Mardu got a lot of really good cards, and 5-color dragons, which is the other marquee. Wow, we found a bronze player. That's rough, man. Well, we got fixing for our blue, so I'm gonna keep this. We have 2 cantrips in our hand. So found our 3rd land anyway. Hey, what you got, opponent? Bronze rank. They could be somebody that doesn't play a whole lot on Arena, and it just rank decayed. That is a very strong card. Very concerning card, honestly. Alright, I think I'm gonna cantrip the dragon here to make sure I don't miss land drops. Because we have the Sipsig next turn to also look for land. Since that one missed. I'm just going to want to put pressure on them quickly. The upside is we have Fresh Start, which this is an ability granted to the creature by the Waystone, so it will actually lose the Mobilize effect also. Let's say they cast a creature here, and then they try and attack, or they don't bother blocking because they want their creature to have Mobilize and attack me for a ton of damage. We're missing land drops too, but now potentially so am I. Alright, so I attack first. If they take the trade, I just play the Sipsig out. In fact, I'm probably still supposed to play the Sipsig out. Like, they're missing land drops, so we just need to put a ton of pressure on them. Either of these? Which one is more relevant here if I'm going to also miss lands? I guess that one, like, the 3/3 is not doing a whole lot here. It just trades with their guy or blocks one of the tokens. So this is them attacking me for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage potentially. If they actually have a punch here also, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay. 2 to equip. Actually, at this point, then, I think I do take the trade and then save the interaction for their next creature. Because now their board is empty. Okay, found another mana source. Currently, all of their cards in play don't do anything without a creature to attack with, so the longer we can keep them off of anything, the better I'm doing. Well, those count as tokens for this thing, but don't count towards anything else. See if they want to double block. If they double block, I just let the trade happen. Because they kind of need their bodies here to do anything. Yep. Alright, play a 4/4 flyer now. So they can't activate the encampment and equip. Because this is effectively 4 mana to do that, so they won't be able to draw any cards. They would be able to attack me for about 8 damage, but then they'd be tapped out. Both mana and blockers, so. Okay. It's 8 damage. That's cool. Yep, take the 5. Sorry, that is 10 damage if they had wanted it. And that should be game. May sacrifice your monk to my Sultai Snake Lady if you would like. Otherwise, you can let him live a long and happy life. Yep, and just take the damage yourself. Alright. I have to go back to traditional Tarkir draft before the Alchemy cards go away. Because it kind of feels like I do if I'm going to be playing against Bronze players who definitely feel more new to the format than, like, Decayed players that have come back to do a draft or 3, or newer players that are actually good at Magic in general, but haven't played on Arena before. Alright, there's a Diamond player now to make up for it, so in theory, somebody who's been doing well. Its hand is very slow and clunky, but it has a lot of potential, so I have all my colors. And drawing another land, long-term helpful, but if the opponent gets on the board here, alright, their hand also continues to be slow and dirtily, so maybe I can get them. Alright, get my red source down. Got the Dragonfire Blade, so we have it. Upside is this thing wearing the Dragonfire Blade is going to get to attack into a lot of stuff. Got ramp. They are on the play and they have ramp, and I am on the draw and have a slow, clunky hand. Yep. Not confident this game. Alright, put an island into play. So they got Island, Forest, Mountain, because that's the only way that works out. Alright, play out the 4-2. Next turn, if nothing happens to the 4-2 now, like, even if they just make the bodies off of their Sultai... Is that Sultai or Temur? That was Temur, okay. Alright, so they killed my guy very efficiently. And drew a bunch of cards. Yeah, I hate my chances now. Yeah, I thought that was a Sultai one at first, but it is the Temur. I do have a Ureni's rebuff in my deck, so... But if all I draw for the rest of the game is lands... I had 3 spells in my opening hand, and I still have 3 spells. There's their Karakit Guardian. Run that out. Because I won't be able to pay the 4 mana to avoid having my spell countered anyway, so... I want to go full control here, because I want to do this... Oh, it still went to their main phase. I hit full control. Alright, hang on. Let that happen then. I wanted to stop them from being able to tap their guy to cast their other spell from the graveyard. Oh, there's a Sultai Monument. Okay, we're just gonna kill that now. So I said you could take full control off. On the bright side, they can't make their 5/5 now. Ah, never mind, they can kill my sword. That's terrific. I was gonna say, I can equip the sword to stop them from being able to kill the Karakit Guardian with their Strike Master, but I can't do that anymore because they can just kill the sword. So... Yep. Also, she could deal 6 damage, so playing the Dragon Orb first in order to try and long-term set up to avoid that isn't happening. Alright. Oh, they've drawn a bunch of extra cards that I haven't, like with their draw 3, discard 1, into another draw 3, discard 1 or 2, depending. Which they could immediately flash back if they wanted to. So, not loving my chances. Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Do they have a bad creature to discard or more land? Do they have to discard a real card? They discarded the Monastery Mentor Maker because they don't have double white. And I have drawn another land. I have literally drawn 1 spell this entire game, and it was the Orb. Alright. Well, make them spend their whole turn killing my guy, I guess. But... Or, I'm sorry, I've drawn 2 spells, because I drew Sarkhan's Resolve. So, I've drawn 2 spells this game, one of them was a Mana Rock. And my opponent has drawn, like, 9 extra spells so far. So, yeah, this is a game I am definitely not winning. Oh good, it's the worst creature in my deck. I mean, at least it trades with one of theirs, but still. I'm gonna run out the land because I do have a card draw spell in my deck, and it costs 5 mana, so... If I draw it, because I won't have another spell to have cast before it, well, that's going on the bottom. But still. I'm pretty sure I can just concede this. Like, I'm taking 7 going to 3, and they can make a 5/5 and have 3 lethal threats when I have 1 land in my hand, so... Like, it's true. I also want to play out the land because I do have your Rennie specifically in the deck, so... Alright. I was gonna say, if this is your Rennie, then maybe we still have a game, but... Jeskai Revelation for lethal. Okay. So no, even with Ureni, we did not have a chance there, because they also had one of the most broken mythics in the format. On top of me drawing almost nothing but land that entire game. Okay. I mean, I literally cannot win that game if all I do is draw land, so... If they had not killed my leopard, maybe I get to attack with it and discard some lands and draw some spells, but... Well, we have the natural Temur with Siege and Eshki Dragonclaw, so... I will need, like, more land at some point in time. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just doing that. Works decent. Okay, let's see what we get. Yeah, alright. Let's take the Gold Keeper, because I have my Black Source and the Globe. Also, I can play the Globe and kill their first dragon if it's not Karakit, so... Wish I could do it right this second, but, you know. And yeah, I just have to kill that while I can. While they're tapped out. Nation that dragon back. Okay. Well, this game just became nearly impossible to win. Jesus. Not nearly impossible, I guess. My guys do have haste, but... 5, 6, but I'm still 2 mana away from... Alright, well, that's 8 damage and 2 more life, and 2 more cards drawn if they want it. And killing my dragon, so... Yeah, okay, maybe I'm just dead then. Because I'm not going to be able to kill them this turn from 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, no. If they had not gained so much life, I might have been able to win this. But all that life gain... Yep. Alright, you got it. Like, you have it anyway, but you got it. Oh, you get one more spell towards your dailies, but... Yeah, Parination is such a beating. Like, even if I couldn't So if I could have put enough pressure on them, they still would not have been in any danger of dying. Yeah, I had my haste enchantment, and their guys just naturally had haste, so... I guess the only thing I could have done there was to wait and kill their dragon in response to the spell, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I was just dead. Opponent's going first. I currently have no red sources for Eshki, so... it's going to be a little bit rough if I don't draw a mountain naturally. If I do draw the mountain, though, this is actually going to be pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's see what dragon we hit. It hit the carrot. I can't block their guy because it has menace, so I have to push the damage in. Okay, that does buy me some time. Okay, so Mountain next turn is actually pretty crazy. You have to play Iridescent Tiger into Eshki Dragonclaw plus rebuff to bounce their guy. Okay. Did not get there. Alright. Send that back to the hand. In another life. Play sword, equip sword. Because I need to race now. So, any untapped land would let me rebounce their guy again. That's interesting that they have the forest and the swamps, but they did not get the plains. Or they did not feel inclined to... Alright. They are technically dead in the air next turn. Just to the dragon. Yep, okay. They have done all of the math for me and decided that they were dead. Alright. 2 and 2 now. We at least get to the third win. If we get to the third win, then we get 1,000 gems. The fourth win is where I'm satisfied with the draft. The third win, though, as has been explained to me multiple times, is the most important one because that's the big jump in payout. I like the fourth win most because then you're essentially down 100 gems, but if you drafted some rares and you got some prize packs, that should technically balance out. Like, if I always went at least 4 wins and occasionally did better than that, I think overall that would be the most desirable result. 2 of my dragons are in hand, so that's a 3-drop for a little while. That's okay. Hello, Miss Dragonclaw. How are you? My opponent's relentless onslaught. I am in fact down to my starting life total. How do you feel about a 4-2? No counterspell, no removal. A fight. Oh no, I don't have green. I cannot actually cast that. I can't cast any of the things in my hand. Alright. I think we just discard this thing at this point. I was going to say, that's pretty low impact from their perspective. But the fact that an untapped land next turn with that thing in play lets me cast Ishka into the sword, yeah. Or Eshki, rather, not Ishka. Downside, of course, is that I can't equip, but actually getting her to a 6/6 and drawing a card means that it's basically Dragon's Prey or go home. I mean, it's good. It's very powerful. We're most definitely racing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, three, four. Trying to leave. Go. Blue. Black. And it still doesn't want to tap the mana. Like, I manually tapped and it's like, no. I manually tapped for him and it's like, no. No, we're not doing this. Cool. I mean, I might lose this game because they have nothing but flyers. Maybe I had to put the equipment on the Karakik instead. So they wouldn't have been able to do that to him. On the other hand, Eshki's about to fly, so... Not that all of their guys don't also fly. Alright. Ten Vigilance, Trample, Flying, X-Proof from Monocolored. Alright. At 9 life. 4, 5, 6, 7. They just need 2 more points of damage. That will, in fact, be 2 more points of damage. They just need to realize they can attack all. Alright. I tried. I mean, it was a fun deck, and we did some cool things. I needed to put the equipment on the dragon, though, that one turn. Before they untapped with Caustic Exhale. And I might have been able to win that. Well, that's on me. So. And I realized it afterwards. I'm like, I should have put it on the thing so that way I could trade with their 5/5 flyer. Alright, well, that's going to do it for me for right now. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.